Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. If you are new here, like and subscribe for future content. Well, it seems to me that the co-creator of Carol Danvers, legendary writer Roy Thomas, he's offered his thoughts on the Captain Marvel movie and what he didn't like actually about the film and what he did like with it. So, he's come out and said that the majority of the reviews are correct regarding that they are mixed, and he goes, there's some good things in the movie and there's some bad things in the movie. And he said, it's not one of the better Marvel movies, but again, it's an origin movie, The majority of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's origin movies are normally around on this level, and they only get better with the sequels, unless you're Iron Man, and Iron Man 2 was just abysmal. So what Roy Thomas has come out. He said that he did find it entertaining, and he liked it as a setup to things to come. And obviously, it's going to be after Avengers Endgame. But he has noted that Brie Larson was fine, but she wasn't given that much emotional stuff to do, which is what a lot of people have said. It's like with myself, It could be because she wasn't actually given a lot of emotional stuff to do, and as Brie Larson, noted herself, her past movies, obviously, you got Room, you got Free Fire, you have got quite a few other films where she has actually expressed a lot more emotion, and obviously, remember, in the promotion going up to this film, and we had the posters, we had some of the people saying she should smile more, which again, she's a superhero. She's on she's not trying to, to look nice to people. Obviously, she's there to kick ass. But for me, Brie Larson, she just won the right actress for me. But Roy Thomas, he does go on to say that he liked the action sequences and the CGI in the movie, which again, the CGI was top notch. The CGI was fantastic. I'll admit that myself. How they done Samuel L. Jackson to look like exactly how he did back then is mind-blowing. We've seen it before, X-Men Last Stand. Obviously, we've seen Hank Pym in the Ant-Man films. And they look good. Robert Downey Jr. as well. They all look good. But then, when you see Samuel L. Jackson, and obviously, it's throughout the entire movie, it's up close, it's just incredible what they've done. It's just like, holy hell, But Roy Thomas, he has said the thing that he didn't like the most was the Skrulls. I agree with this 100%. They've changed the Skrulls from bad guys to being, normally good guys, and the Skrulls are not good guys. So reading the what Roy Thomas has actually said is, actually, the one thing I really hated in the film was turning the Skrulls into a peace-loving race with the Kree as the heavies. As far as I'm concerned, as the principal conceptualizer of the Kree-Skrull War, and I suspect Stanley and Jack Kirby would have agreed with me, the Skrulls and the Kree are each as bad as each other, as they say. Having the Skrulls all mushy and family-friendly at the end left a bad taste in my mouth. But I loved them for most of the movie when they were doing shape-shifting stuff that looked, as far as I'm concerned, were downright evil. When they're doing the shape-shifting, going between people, it was awesome. I gotta admit, I loved that part. But again, for me, it was, I think the script lacked, and I think the majority of the issue was to do with the directors, because, they've done the best they could, obviously, because they haven't got any experience in making big budget blockbusters, they've done 5 films beforehand, and all 5 films come to like $17.5–18 million. Well, I'm pretty sure the $18 million probably would have been just the pay for all the actors in Captain Marvel, because obviously Brie Larson got $5 million plus whatever. I'm pretty sure Samuel L. Jackson is probably all around the $2 to $3 million. But then you got Ben Mendelsohn, he probably would have got about 2 or 3. Same as Jude Law, a lot of them would have got between the 1 and 5 million. Obviously, Brie Larson got 5 million straight off the bat, which for a Marvel film, for an origin film specifically, is kind of crazy, obviously. it would have been obviously, like I say, when Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Iron Man, he had 500 grand. That was it, you know. Chris Hemsworth, I think he was like 500 grand as well, and Chris Evans, I believe Chris Evans was someone. I think he was the first one to have $1 million paycheck from Marvel, or that may have been afterwards when he had a bit of the back end for him. But yeah, I agree with Roy Thomas. Most of the things he said. You know, he did enjoy Jude Law's Yon-Rogg as well. You know, turned to be probably vile, and that's all well and good. And you know, there were tons of references, obviously pointing towards Endgame, and I really do hope that Endgame pulls it off, because I can't wait for Endgame still. I'm going to be there first day opening, and I just cannot wait. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for the ding, and we'll see you soon.